Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna wait for a couple people to roll in. So, I'm just going live. I was actually out here doing some auditing, and I got caught in the rain. So, got my equipment. Yeah, yeah. So I got caught in the rain. So, y'all let me know how the audio sounds. Hope that's clear. I want to talk to y'all. So I want to talk to y'all about going back up to the Arbondale, not the Arbondale, the Polk County Administration Office. Yeah, I went back up there to make a complaint and redress our grievances with with our government. I think it says somebody here, but I can't see who's all in here. So if you're here, just say what's up. Yeah. Yeah, so I just want to go live. I want y'all to ask me some questions, whatever y'all want to know. Feel free to ask. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Travis? Good, man. Good. Bear Diesel Lily, what's up? Yeah, I just decided to go live. I got caught in the rain out here, so I'm just sitting right here. So I said, why don't I go live and talk about it? Because I was actually out here doing the audit. I just did an audit from for a post office. So just found you the other day. Hey, welcome. What do you think about my content so far? And thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about the content, and also let me know how the audio is here. And I'm gonna swap. Let me show y'all what's sitting in front of me too. I don't know if you can see it right there, but that's if you look straight ahead in the middle of the screen, you got a squad car out there. I don't know if they're watching me or they're just sitting there. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm just here. Y'all go ahead and ask me some questions, or we can talk. Good, good. Yeah, we can talk. Uh, you know, one thing I was saying earlier. So I just left the administration office in Polk County, the one from the shady staff members. I went back up there to go get the comprehensive annual financial report, and again, a little bit of difficulty going up there, but I ended up talking to the human resources, uh, somebody in human resources that is gonna uh, take care of those staff members who uh, were acting crazy. So she said they were gonna go through some retraining. Hopefully that happens. I want to make sure we call and follow up on it. She gave me a card, so we're gonna make sure I do that. Uh, but yeah, when I tried to get the comprehensive report, she told me that it was too many pages, so I should get it offline. It was like she just assumed that I need the information just for me. But the thing is, I'm not just doing this just for me. I'm doing this to show the process for everyone to know, and for the people who may not have internet, even though they probably won't see the video. But even if they might happen to see the video, or someone can help that person who has seen this video and said, no, you don't need to go online to do it. You can just you can walk right in and they should give it to you. That's how public service works. the internet, the online stuff is supposed to be an added convenience. That doesn't mean that they don't do anything in person anymore. Hey, Cody Austin, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I talked to cameras are everywhere. What were you there for the live stream? Hello from what's up, Excalibur from Georgia, GA. Yeah, Cody, what you think about the content? Yeah, what did you think about the live? And Lily, uh, yeah, that the thing is, everybody is not computer literate, and everybody doesn't have access to the internet like that. And even if they did, they may not know how to work it that well. So what about all those people? You know, that was the same thing with what if somebody was robbed or homeless and they're asking for their ID to enter the city hall, like in down there in Hollywood, Florida. You know, these policies and these, you know, it's a lot of ridiculous things going on. That is, you know, what about the citizens? What about we the people? I was there for the live stream. I didn't catch a chance to watch any videos yet. Hell, when you do, just let me know what you think about the videos. Yeah, and that's what I like to figure out. Like from I think the video I dropped yesterday when I went to the police department. I went there and I was asking. I read the sign and I was asking the front desk, that person, what happens if somebody doesn't have their ID? And it was like she's like, I don't know what you're asking. What are you asking? What's the question? And I keep asking the same question over and over again, but it's like her brain would not connect to that question. And you know, it's you know, I just don't. I kind of understand it. Some people, you know, everybody just, I guess, has so much going on to where they can't. I don't know, but the lack of comprehension is scary. If there's no walk-in customers, then there's no need for them to be working. That's what it seemed like. Yeah, because if everything's online, what are they there for? Everybody, all of them could just work from home and that's it. But no, you still have people there to conduct services, but they feel like they're only going to conduct services for you if you're paying them. That's why they say, if you're not here for business, basically, if you're not here to fork up some money, we're not going to help you, or we're not going to, you know, you're not here for any reason if you're not here to give us money. It's their stance on this, you know, which is crazy. They don't know that somebody can just come in there and walk around, you know, just looking around if they want to, which is what we can, is basically, it's what anybody can do. You can walk in a public building, whether it's federal, this, whatever, as long as it's not like a high secure area or it's restricted from the public, then we have access. You know, and I don't know. It's like the training is missing in this department for, you know, for our public servants. You know, I need to know what training are they going through about dealing with the public and knowing what their capacity is in their positions, because everybody has to swear. All those public officials and public servants, they have to they swear to an oath to the public. Well, to the Constitution, not to the public, but they swear oath to the Constitution, which is for the public, or the citizen, I should say. You know, but they don't have any honor for the oath that they took, which is pretty sad, because all of those buildings have an American flag flying high in front of them. But yeah, y'all ask me some questions, you know. What do y'all want to know about the channel, about me? I find it funny. The trolls in the comment sections don't know anything about anything. They like to swear that they know everything, and they're completely wrong. I had someone drop some court cases that had nothing to do with the situation in the video, but they believe it did. Yeah. So yeah, I'm still concentrating out here. In case y'all want to know where I'm at. Then you got the cop over there. Cop watching. I think they're watching me to see where I go next. That's why I kind of don't want to walk back to my car right now, because I feel like they're watching me. You know, this is using the iPhone or a camera. This is my cell phone. Yeah, I'm on my cell phone. It, this is the Galaxy S21. But do y'all see him over there? He been posted up there for a long time. You know, soaking up those dollars, man. That got to be a pretty chill day today. You get to just sit in your car and okay. Excalibur 12, you're doing good work. Thank you. You know, I'm open to I appreciate all the compliments and, you know, everybody bigging me up, but also I'm also open to critique. So if you think I should change something that, you know, and it makes sense, or you got question about why I do something a certain way, I'm more than willing to listen. Thank you. You know, it's we the people. You know, we're all in this together. When the sooner everybody realizes that, the better. We're all in this together. You know, whether you know it or not, or I'm wondering what they're gonna do. I'm watching them over here. I wonder if I just feel like he wants to pull up on me. That cop over there in the middle of the screen. I feel like he's waiting on me. What does your family think about you doing constitutional work? I mean, they don't exactly know what I'm doing, but they would support me. Like if something happened to me, like I got arrested or something like that, they would come through and help me out. Or, you know, I don't think they know exactly what I do. You know, my mom supported me when I was doing it, but, you know, as a mom, she was, you know, she was worried, you know, hoping I'm okay and I'm safe, because she knows how we're treated out here when we start standing up. So, I mean, my family that knows, they don't exactly understand it, but they usually support me in what I do, because they know that, you know, I'm usually pretty reasonable about the things that I'm doing. Your wife said, Damn, that's tough, man. It's supposed to be through sickness and health, and through the good times and the bad, ain't it? Man. Soon as the flame gets turned up, they get out. They get out the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah, my mom, she just worries about me, but I told her, yeah, I can't just not do anything, and I would tell her, she's worried about if I was to get when I get pulled over and things like that, because I'm one of those people who know their rights, and I'll speak up for it. So she knows we aren't always treated the best. So I told her I'm not gonna be just a victim out here. And that's one of the reasons why I want to build up my channel, because I want to have more backing for you know when I'm out here doing this, because I said on a live stream that I did with cameras everywhere that uh, if I had a bigger following, I would take bigger risks. And what I meant by that is when they go to arrest you, everything stops. Like instead of you being able to go home and upload what happened before, like, and show what happened about the situation. Now, if you get arrested, they took your phone for evidence. You might not get that phone for who knows how long. So the footage is still wrapped up. You might have other footage on there. You might have business that you need to take care of, and they got all your equipment, and they're holding your equipment just because. And now and you're sitting down in jail, and you realize, man, I could have just avoided all this and just handled it another way. So we got them pulling over. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. I don't trust them. Yeah. So y'all, keep them coming with the questions. You know, I'm trying to think of what else. So again, I'm out here gathering content for the people who just got in here. I was out gathering content, got all my equipment right here. Uh, Behind me, you probably can't see it, but it's like this. It's past this park. It's a city hall in front of that. So I went to that city hall to go ahead and do a public records request, but the clerk is out, and they won't be back until Tuesday because it's a holiday Monday. So don't know why people hate cameras and why everybody's taking pictures. Yeah, I don't know, man. It it's not just people taking pictures. It's like the style of taking pictures. Like if I just have a GoPro, sometimes people, it's not a big deal. But once I have my actual camera, once I have this, then they're like, everybody's like, whoa. uh, then you have people who They just, if they see a cell phone, like if they see you holding up your cell phone recording, then that's like even more scary. Like what are you doing recording me with? Like, I don't know. It's They get weird about it. Paula, hey Paula. Yeah, I'm taking questions. Go ahead, feel free. Way rarely creep about nobody will care. That's false because you can be as blatant as possible, and not be creepy. I don't know what you define as creepy. I think creepy would be trying to sneak, taking pictures or sneak like you're recording, versus just being out there in the open, or uh, like if you would just go and you would just stand there and record that person and they're talking to you, asking you questions or things like that, and you're just staring at them, blatantly and not, responding, or you just being extra weird. I've never done that, and there's still always issues. They all ridiculous. They all get those holidays off. They barely work as it is. Yeah. I'm one of those people that travels without license, tag, and registration. What do you think of those people? Cody, I think you're I think you're more what do I think of those people? I mean, they just doing what they want. I get what you're saying as far as I remember that was the sovereign citizen argument versus what's like things like traveling versus driving. We should be able to travel freely everywhere, but when you're driving, that's saying that that's like you're entering commerce. You're conducting business. Because back in the day, you didn't need a driver's license because you weren't driving. You only need a driver's license if you were conducting business. Then they made it to where everybody gets a license, and they separated the categories. But as far as what I think about those people, it's on an individual basis. I mean, some of those people who are doing it might be good people. Some of those people doing it might be bad people. How do you get away with, Cody, if you get pulled over all the time? That's a good question too. Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's more of the traveling argument. I mean, everything else is business related. Like we shouldn't need licenses and all of this to just travel freely. But I get what you're saying. But when you do that, you end up dealing with a lot of headaches. A lot of headaches. Hey everyone, from Pollock Pines, California. U.S. Badass, what's up, man? I just want to know, the first audit you did, was it scary or uncomfortable because you are that close to cops? It really is. It's very nerve wracking. And I'm a pretty confident person, and it's still nerve wracking. It's like I still get nervous. I still go through that uneasiness, but you just go through it because, I mean, you're not doing nothing wrong, and you know anything outside of your comfort zone is gonna be a little scary. It was 1968 when everybody needed to register cars here. There you go. Yeah, that was a good thing. That was one of the things. Like, when they see us, and or they hear an auditor or somebody who knows their rights, they automatically say, "Oh, you're one of those sovereign citizen people, or you're one of those people." Uh, it's like they have an issue with people who just know their rights. You know, I said on a live stream that I did that what I realized is that law enforcement is likely they are likely showing up to break the law. in a lot of cases, especially if it's like a non-violent or something like that, or actual real crimes, they're likely showing up to break the law. Wouldn't you think by now these countries would train these people, these counties would train these people about the audits to avoid conflict? I think they do. It's just certain people just they don't get it. Like I don't. They just, or maybe they're new. Uh, it's a lot of turnover in these county buildings, in these government buildings. It's a lot. It's a lot of turnover. Um, everywhere you go, it's like they're light on staff, and then the staff that they do have is like they just bring them on with no training. You know, you know, ever since COVID, man, things really went downhill. It's the biggest gang in the world, yeah, for sure. Law enforcement is the biggest gang next to the government. Thank you. Hey, Paula, thank you. I enjoy your work. J Mug, hey, what's going on? Is that Buzz? What's going on? Yeah, I'm just here taking some questions, and decided to just want to hang out with y'all, say what's up. I'm here at a I'm out here. I'm sitting. It's like a park behind me, and in front of that park is it's the city hall and the city buildings. So it was raining a lot. So I just decided to take a second and go live with y'all. It's a lot to do with ignorance. They think I said so, and that's the way it is for sure. And I hate that type of mentality. I used to that I used to hate. I had teachers who had that mentality. Oh, that's just the way it is, and that's the way it's gonna be. And I'm like, no, I'm not going for that. Hey, I paid my registration. I got my insurance, but won't pass smog in California. They won't give me my money back. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of bullshit, man. They love to take money from you, but when it comes time for you to exercise your rights and get services that you are paying for, regardless if you live here, even if you weren't paying your income tax, you are always taxed no matter where you go because you're paying taxes. Anytime you go to the store, you're paying taxes on that item. Anytime you use your card to buy something, you're paying tax to that item. That tax is going back to the county and your pay, or the state, and that's through us. Did you bring that umbrella? No, I didn't bring an umbrella. I didn't even know it was gonna rain. This rain started out of nowhere. It was like sunny. Like I don't know if you can see, but it's like it came out of nowhere. I guess. What are you? What are you driving, USA? I'm thinking probably a semi truck. Keep up your great attitude, man. You're making a change. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Jill Moore. Uh, yeah, when I went up to the administration office today. That's what I was out there today. I went back to do that follow up, to make that complaint and talk to the human resources, the employee trainer person. She said that she was definitely gonna go and talk to them and go about getting some retraining about how they should be addressing the public, because she didn't like how they treated me as well. She didn't say that, but I could see by her face, and you know, there's certain things she's not gonna say, but she said it in a different way. Oh, it's so they won't let you register your car? That's crazy. Hey, you as badass, you got to talk to you're gonna have to talk to Cody Austin, because he knows what to do about that. Yeah, California is crazy, man. They tax so much, like they take half your money, and they have all of these crazy rules. Oh, it's California is brutal. If you're not a movie star, I don't know what you're doing in California, especially LA. Yeah, man. You need probably need over to live comfortably in California. I think you need to be making over $250,000 if you have a family, which is, man, I don't know how the average person, like the average person, I don't know how they're surviving in California. But again, that's why you know you got you got so much. That's why you got Skid Row out there. Even though Skid Row everywhere, but shout out from England. What's up, God Jark? 13. What's up, man? US badass. $100 or more. 100 or more dollars. Small. That's some bullshit, man. I think car manufacturers should pay should pay a small tax because they built the car. Even here in Jersey, it's too expensive. Oh yeah, New York. That's what I'm saying. New York, uh, or that area up north, California, down south like down south in Miami, it's really expensive. 180 to register, man. It's it's crazy, man. They always money. Everybody wants money from you, and and then when it comes time for you to get services or you to be treated well, nobody wants to come through with that. Nobody wants to serve you. Nobody wants to do any of this. But as soon as it comes time to where they want some money, and then across the street, the cops sit for hours checking speed. Yep, but never leaves. Just sits there for hours, and yep, we're paying for that. Yeah, you know and that's the thing. It's like when you get pulled over or this or you get a ticket for that, it's like who is the injured party here? Who is the injured party? No, there's no injured party. There's no nothing. They just for some bullshit rule saying, oh, you can't do this. Here, you get a ticket for that. They're ridiculous. 58 for insurance. Yeah, 58 for insurance is a little low, but that's because everything else is high. Hey, hey, Patty, what's outside? Every day he does it, but when he leaves, he goes very fast. Hey, how about I saw a trooper. Actually, they were tailgating this car. The car was going the speed limit. Actually, a little bit like five miles per hour over the speed limit, but the trooper was tailgating. So if the person would have sped up, and the trooper could have went around at any time. It's like the trooper was trying to bully this person out of this lane. Pretty much road rage, tailgating, aggressive driving. It's everything that trooper was doing. So he rode up on this car for a good maybe quarter mile, half a mile. Then and I'm thinking if that car was to speed up, they would be pulled over for speeding. But so the car never sped up, which was smart by the car, never speed up. So the trooper, after tailgating him for so long, eventually went around and started doing like first he went up to 80 And I'm looking at my speedometer. I'm like, okay, I'm doing what, 70, 70, 75. He's doing 80. Speed limit was 55, 60. Um, so I shouldn't have been going that fast. But I slowed down. I saw him doing even faster than that. So he had to be going at least 100. You know, and I might actually put up that footage if y'all want to see that footage of that cop when he was tailgating. What, not the cop? He was a state trooper when he was tailgating um, this other car. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I've seen cops do. They pull up and park anywhere they want. They do U-turns and all type of turns whenever they want. They speed through lights. They flick on their lights and then turn them off. You know, they basically do whatever they want and feel like nobody can check them. Then when you go up to them and say, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing this," you know, they look at you crazy, like you're harassing them, even though that's the same thing they do. Yeah, you know, they believe that they are above the law instead of instead of being enforcers of the law. But again, they don't care about the law. They care about what, they care about their ego, and that's pretty much it. Their ego. That's all they care about. They feel like, oh, nobody can do anything to me since I'm a cop. I got a gun in the badge. That's the only reason people actually. I think that's the reason majority of them take that position. Not because they actually want to protect and serve. I think some do. Some cops actually want to be out there and protect and serve, but I don't think that's why the majority of them. I don't think that's why the majority of people become cops. I think they want to have some sense of power. Exactly. They don't even know the law. You talk to them about the Constitution and they look at you crazy, even though they swore the oath to it. I didn't swear the oath to the Constitution. They did. And I know the Constitution. Or at least the amendments that, apply to me when I'm doing what I do. They're very entitled and arrogant. Absolutely. And then they accuse the citizens of being that way. They accuse the citizens of being entitled and arrogant and all this. It's like a reverse. They try to use reverse psychology on you to get to the new term, gaslight. Yeah, but what's up, y'all? Go ahead and I'm still open to more questions. But yeah, Lily, they get you frustrated. That's for sure. That's why I make sure I keep the camera on. Do I watch any other auditors? Yeah. That's pretty much how I got started. But the auditors that I watch, it's more so the ones who recite the laws. Just thoroughly go about this in a thorough way. They're not just doing whatever. They're not just doing something and they don't know exactly what they're doing, and then they want to push the limit. You can only push the limit if you know exactly what you're doing. If you're not sure, you don't want to push the limit. But who do I watch? Our names: Honor Your Oath. I think it's James Freeman who does the homeless signs. standing out in public with the homeless signs, saying God bless the homeless vets. I liked his content. I watched Long Island Audit, Lackluster, Accountability for All. I think it's Police Watch or something like that. Film the Police or something like it. I watch a lot of different channels. I don't always remember all the names, but sent SJV TV who posted me, Ragamonkey who supported me. Oh, this is a public service. If you're not a subscriber of This is a Public Service, Foshin, go subscribe to his channel, because the way that he does it, he does all of the all of the follow up, and he knows how to, like, he sends the emails. He knows how to write out the email really well, to get his point across, but also get things addressed for them to not just be on the defense. So yeah, hold on. Just found your channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Hard to hard to hear you. Yeah. Sorry, Julie. Yeah, it was a little bit windy. Yeah. It kind of the wind stopped a little bit now, so hopefully you can hear me better now. But yeah, thank you for subscribing, I should say. Ronald Ronald Noel, any good cops? No. Says, what's your opinion on NYPD precincts NYPD precincts are doing, not allowing filming in public areas of the lobby? I don't think that is lawful. I think that's against the law, and they should be sued. And they will be, if you have enough of us standing up for that, they will change that, and they will correct it, because again, that's against the law. You can't. How can you ban the public from the place that they are paying for? Yeah, Jeff Gray, honor your oath. Yeah, it's my favorite. Okay, Jeff Gray. Yeah, Lewis. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, he's just good people, and the way that they treat him is crazy. You know, he in front of he'll be in front of the church saying God bless the homeless vets, and you see the pastor and everybody come out, and call the police on him, and they're just very not don't seem like very holy people that come out there. You know, been watching your Karen M. Been watching your videos for a minute. Been watching you for a minute. Love your videos. Thank you. Uh, thank you. What are they hiding in the precincts that they want us to? They want us coming in video. Exactly. But you know, it's no transparency. They're definitely hiding something, and they don't want us to see it, and they don't want accountability. That's what it is. They don't want objective records, because they want to be able to say whatever they want to say, and then it's going to be your word against theirs. So, you know, they, have this. They have more perceived power, so they think their word is more stronger than your word. If a cops if a cop say, "Oh, you one of them," what would you come back? What would be my comeback? Uh, well, my first comeback is one of who, and then it depends on the situation. Oh, you mean one of those? I might mess with them and say, "Oh, one of those black people," or one of those people who stands up for their rights, or one of those people who don't just let you run over them. It would all depend on the situation. But yeah, you one of them. One of who? but when you say one of who, they usually never answer you. Yeah, New York is in violation of a New York law that's specifically drafted to stop them from preventing people recording in lobbies. Yeah, man. That's why I say law enforcement, they love to break the law. Net, you know, I don't. Yeah, law enforcement is, they're one of the main people who break the law. Then next would be like the politicians, and they all get passes. But when a citizen breaks the law, you know, they get the book thrown at them. They get the foot on their neck. Yeah, but they say, "Oh, you're one of those." One of who? The one of those citizens who stand up, who know their rights. Then like, oh, that's it's crazy, man. That's like, oh, in my video, in one of my videos, the cop asked me, "Oh, you're one of those people who does what they want until they're told the law." Or, oh, no. You said, "Is that how it is? I do. You do as you want until you're told what the law is." I said, "No. Yeah, it. I want you to. If I'm not breaking the law, leave me alone." I thought that was being free in America. He's like, oh. I'm like, isn't that true? Isn't that being free in America? But he didn't, like, he didn't expect that. He didn't expect me to say that. And you know, it was off camera, but his buddy was agreeing with me. And he actually talked to me later on, about that. But yeah, they don't like citizens knowing their rights. They actually talk about that. They ask, that when they're having their buddy cop talk, they talk about the citizens who they couldn't get because they knew the law. It's a game for them. A very horrible game, but nonetheless. My friend just got identified today for sitting in his car on a public road. Exactly. I was I actually saw a video today, that I was gonna share of. There was this guy. He was outside of I think a motel, or a motel park, motel building, in the parking lot in his car, warming up his car to go to work in the morning. They ended up, the guy, one of the cops said he drove by, saw him sitting in the car. He was coming over there to check on him or whatever to make sure he's good, and the guy is wondering what's going on. No, I don't want to give you my ID. So that cop ended up calling another cop. The other cops get there, bust his window, don't have any idea about the situation, what's going on, break his window. They were saying he had powder. They were like, "What's that white powder on your nose and in your lap?" No, no drugs was found in the car, nothing like that. The guy was going to work and ended up going to jail. He was just trying to warm up his car to go to work, and ended up beaten, handcuffed, and thrown in jail. And then the guy ended up getting a lawyer and got all the charges dropped because the cop wouldn't show up to any of the court dates. So they know they're wrong, but they just do it anyway, which is ridiculous. But yeah, so and if you didn't already get the gist of it, it was a black male, and there were white cops when this situation happened. And the cop came up, "Oh, this is a such and such area." It doesn't matter. We're free to exist. where we want to exist. It's like we don't need to identify ourselves for existing. It was a powdered donut. They were jealous he didn't share. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, man, it was bad. I'm gonna actually go live, and I'm gonna show that. I can't do it. I'm not on my laptop. I'm still on my cell phone. So, but when I get situated, I'll go. I think I'm gonna do another live stream and show y'all that. See, that's what they do, or they plant something on you. Now, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna show y'all this video, and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. You know. Two cops for one guy in a car waiting to go to work. Yep. It's they move like predators. They're predators and gang members. That's how law enforcement moves. They move like a gang. They move like predators on the hunt to see who they can get. It's kind of sickening the way that they. And then and then it's even worse when you hear the audio of them talking about it. Like, oh yeah, we couldn't get him on this. Let's try to get him on this because he's not really doing this, so we can't. He didn't admit to it. He didn't tell us, or 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 they'll brag that they got them to they tricked them into giving up their rights. They actually boast and brag about that. It's ridiculous. That's why. Yep. That's why he gave it. I said no, don't do it. Yeah, he shouldn't have did it, but it depends on the situation because if he does, when what he wants to do is this is what you want to do. If they want you to surrender your Fourth Amendment, you got to get them to admit that and admit that that you're doing it under threat of arrest. So if they ask you for your ID and you didn't commit a crime, you ask them, if I don't identify myself, will you arrest me? And as long as if they say yes, that's a threat of arrest. That's the same as if you were getting. That's the same as if you didn't give it to them, and they take you to jail, and they eventually identify you. Uh, the violation is still the same, but now you just have to go through the process of going to jail, having all your stuff probably taken, and this and all the headache, getting a bail and court date and all of this stuff, versus just asking them that simple question, and under threat of arrest, go ahead and if you identify yourself under threat of arrest, you can go later on and make a complaint about that, and you actually do have a case for that. I'm not an attorney, so that was for entertainment purposes. I'm not giving legal advice in case they try to say something. But it's really common sense. Well, I'm not gonna say common sense. It's a common knowledge amongst what is it called? Constitutional lawyers, or lawyers who deal with civil rights. It's sick. You got to see this video where the cops have a list of people they target and go after them until they move out of town. Uh, Lily, send that to me or something. Tag me in the video for that. I want to see that. All just because he was sitting in his car. You would think, you know, yeah, this is America. This is America. Yeah, man. You know, it's like we all know this is going on, or we know these things are going on, but it's like we, until you actually are out there with your camera and you're actually in the midst of the action, and with your camera, you it hits you even, more like, wow, this is really the Twilight Zone. And I say that a lot in my videos, that it's like the Twilight Zone, and it really is. It's like unbelievable. It's like you're in it, and you're like, is this really happening? Is this really happening? And yes, it is. We're all learning the law and our rights. It should be taught in elementary school. It absolutely should. Absolutely should. You shouldn't have to wait till you get to high school for them to have a history class, or you know to learn about our rights. Uh, yeah, it shouldn't take to high school. I remember in high school where we had a class and they talked about the Constitution, but it was never emphasized. Like, never it wasn't made out to seem that important. So as a kid, you're like, shit. Some kids will pay attention to it, and I paid attention to some of it, but even then, you still don't realize the gravity of it. I had a cop scream at me because I asked the question, because the road was closed and I needed to get by to get home, and all I did was roll down my window to speak, and then he screamed, "Yep, keep moving, keep moving." like, man, your job is to protect and serve the public. They don't do any of that most times. You can't call the police to protect you in a situation, because by the time they get there, the situation that you need to be protected from is probably over. And then when you call them for service, they don't want to serve you. They want to serve you with a ticket, or a seat in the back of their squad car. It said, I didn't ask nicely. That's not a thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go up to a police officer or a public servant and you're the rudest person in the world. Their job is to be able to deal with that and serve you and serve the public. They're supposed to be able to deal with that. Every citizen is not going to be the most reasonable, stable-minded citizen. They have to be trained to deal with different people with different personalities, that approach things differently. But they are so caught up in thinking that they have the power, and that you got to be nice to them for them to help you or serve you. And that's not how it goes. They need to serve you whether you're nice to them or not. I just happen to be a respectful person. But even if I wasn't, I still should get the same service. He said, "Too bad you're going around the long way." I said, "No, I'm not going. I'm not going to move." He said, "ID now." He said, "ID now." I rolled up my window. I was shaking. I never acted like that. Put a cop. He was out there. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, once he start asking for ID, you got to get out of there, because when you're in a car that's moving, and and the cop asks you for ID, technically you're in a capacity where you're gonna have to ID at some point. That's like, if they ask you to step out the car, you have to step out the car. If you don't, you're gonna have more problems. But yeah, that's yeah. Once they go to asking you for ID, it's time to get up out of there, man. But yeah, it's definitely nerve wracking. You know, the thing about me in situations where I'm nervous, or uh, or I'm in a tense situation or a high stress situation, I might be nervous at first, but I calm down quickly. Like I calm down really quick. So that's I'm that's just something I'm blessed to be able to that I'm blessed to have that ability, but that's not easy for everybody. Some people have really bad anxiety, and they could cause a panic attack. Then I was afraid after that he was going to know where I lived and come and retaliate. Exactly. Yep. And sometimes they do come back and retaliate. That's why I'm not so quick to just give up personal information, and we shouldn't have to give up personal information. Like if you're going to, like that video earlier that I posted yesterday when you're going, and I said that in the video, if you're going up to file a complaint on a police officer, you shouldn't have to give up your ID, because if you do, the cop who you're getting who you're filing a complaint against, somebody in that department is, they might be buddy with, and they say, hey, this person here was had filed a complaint on you. Now they're gonna get your address, the car you drive, and if they catch you in the street, it's like they're likely to harass you. Some do take it that far, for sure. I think at some point that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen with me. Yeah, Lily. It's for one. I think it's different for males and females, uh, and for two, I've been through a lot of high stress situations, and a lot of traumatic experiences. Uh, uh, I've also done a lot of personal inner work on myself, uh, in general, to be able to be at that state. But I wouldn't expect, like if I had a wife, I wouldn't expect my wife to have the same nerve as me. I wouldn't expect that from her, because she's a woman. She's built different. Um, in situation like that would has to be even more like, you know, as a man, the fact that I feel the intimidation, and like I can actually feel it. I know it's probably 10 times worse when you have a woman, as a woman. Uh, how do I do it? Uh, I would say, for one, I breathe. I focus on my breathing. I focus on my thoughts. Um, usually that does it. But I think part of it is just natural. And again, like I said, I've been through a lot of high stress situations. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a part of my, a part of who I am. You know. Yeah, I think it's just a part of who I am as a person, plus my life experiences. But I'm also in the health and wellness industry, so I practice meditation. I practice. You know, I meditate. Meditation is good, but you can't. It's not time to meditate when you're in a high stress situation like that. Yeah, usually I am. For one, I'm not really I'm not scared of them. Like I have a I still have nerves like everyone else, but I don't have the same sense of fear as everyone else. Like let me give you an example of to kind of give you a better idea of how I am as a person. Um, I've had guns pulled on me before, and in situations where like in a movie where somebody will have a gun on somebody and that person would do anything that person says uh, with the gun, like get down on your knees, take off all your clothes, do this. I'm the type of person to say, well, just do what you gotta do. You know, just do what you gotta do. Because I'm not getting down. I'm not taking off my clothes. I'm not doing this. So do what you gotta do. I'm that type of person. Yeah, Lily. Um, meditation? Yeah, meditation is best for that. Um, but again, I don't expect people to. Uh, I don't expect most people to be able to handle things like I handle it. Yeah, I'm very different when it comes to that. I don't know if it's just as a man thing or a personal thing. I couldn't really tell you this. I just know that's how I am. You're tough, not scared. I don't really. I get nervous though. Uh, I can. I would say maybe I do get scared, but I don't let fear control me. Let me say that. I don't let fear control me. So when somebody is instilling fear in me, they can't instill fear in me to get me do whatever they want. I don't let fear win. But one thing is also being spiritual, having your higher power, and know that you're protected by your higher power, whatever it is you may believe in. Meditation, preparation. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're a little bit over an hour of this live. I didn't know I was gonna be here this long. So, any final questions or anything like that? I'll answer before I hop off here. Now, I might go live later to show that video I was talking about. But believe me, I'm not. I'm still human. So I do experience nervousness. I do experience anxiety. I'm just able to go through it more quickly than other people sometimes. All right, nice talking to you as well. All right, AWB, we out. I'm gonna let it go to 30 more seconds. And let y'all see what I'm on. We got a train. This is the train over there. That's the park that way. And I'm parked over there down the street. All right, y'all. AWB, we out.